had a proud moment during the break. My wife and I started a podcast, I would say probably about 10 weeks ago. We're up to episode 8, right? 8? Is it 8 or 9, Joe?
I think it's 9 now.
9 now. And this weekend, we'll be out on Friday night at Winter Seltzerland, where you are invited to come join us. And we'll be doing our podcast live from there. And we'll be interviewing Teresa Giudice from the Real Housewives of New Jersey, because she will be at the Winter Seltzer Fest also. It'll be a big deal. And after 8 solid episodes of me and my wife rambling on in our own podcast for our own fun and enjoyment, we've made it to the podcast called Who Are These Podcasts? And they review it, and they absolutely hate us and say it sucks and it's terrible. And Joe, you're the worst part of it.
Oh, really?
The first episode.
That's shocking.
It's so great because
I'm so surprised.
The first episode, I forgot to turn the microphones on, and I forgot that I had engaged the mics, even if we weren't wearing headphones for you to hear us. That one was my fault. Then you were showing an empty chair for a little while. That was it was a disaster, but it was together. We did it together, Joe.
Well, it's all right, Mike.
You only get one chance to make a first impression.
That's it. That's it.
That's right.
The only thing that I will say that was quite accurate about accurate about the assessment of the show was my wife was wearing a Wu-Tang shirt. And they were like, "What does she know about Wu-Tang? She knows everything about Wu-Tang. Let's not get crazy." I mean, she can spit some Wu-Tang with you, and she knows all about the RZA and the Jizza and all that other stuff.
Yeah, she's not the lady that gets the designer Nirvana shirt.
No,
and it's like, what do they play?
Right. This guy knows nothing. I don't know why. What would happen? It would ring once, and then it would just go out. Get on the microphone there. I can't hear you. You have to talk right into the microphone. There you go. What happened now?
It just keeps saying call failed.
So how did you turn that mic towards you and talk into it? So how did you heard me talking about it?
Yes.
Listen, there's going to be plenty of people that don't like the podcast. These guys have a podcast about podcasts that they don't like.
I know.
This is a badge of honor as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, who cares?
You made the cut.
Listen to me. There's no way you're going to do 8 episodes of something and it's going to be good in 8 episodes. It's going to take time, and over time, each one has gotten better. Who cares? What do you care? There's 3 nerds sitting in a room pretending they have a show. They have. We've been doing 8 episodes, and they barely have double the amount of people we have watching. Who cares?
I get my feelings hurt easily.
Why? What is the? Did you hear what I said though? I defended your honor. The one thing that they did say was that you didn't know about the Wu-Tang Clan because you were wearing the shirt, and I know that's an outright lie.
I need them to know that.
Well, listen. Who cares? Who cares? Like, what different? The fact that somebody else is talking about you is a sign of success. That is all I care about.
That's what I tell myself all the time.
That's right, Joe. That's right. I listen to me. The fact that those guys did a whole episode of their podcast about how bad our podcast is makes me happy.
But
legitimately happy, not even happy where I'm like, well, I'll show them. I'm glad.
You're a different person, though. You are in this realm of entertainment, and people talk about you. People don't talk about me, and if people do talk about me, then it's like personal.
Well, as
and
Carmen
sad
said,
for me.
as Carmen said, you're in the business now.
Yeah,
you put yourself in the business.
Yeah. I'm out of the business.
No, you can't be out of the business. This is where we got to come back stronger than ever.
I quit.
We got a big gig Friday night. You do not quit.
I don't have the self-confidence or the self-esteem to be in the business.
Are you?
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
Now you have to go on Friday and do it live in front of people.
Oh my God, Kelvin! It's so bad. Ask Joe. I'm freaking out.
She has she's been freaking out.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
That's gonna be tough.
I'm not good with attention. I don't like attention.
Well, then you shouldn't do a show that draws attention.
I know it was a bad idea.
Apparently, you don't have to worry about it. It's not that great.
That's true.
Listen, anybody can do a podcast. Clearly, we decided we wanted to do it. And if you listen to it, you listen to it. If you don't, you don't. Nobody's being forced to listen to it.
Right. I agree.
And each episode has gotten upwards of 3,000 views per episode. There's some on there with 5,000 views.
That's crazy.
8 episodes. 8 episodes, and we talked about everything. In the first episode, it looks like they were unprepared. And it looks like, yes, we just sat down and said, let's just try this and see how it goes. And it worked. And after the first one, we were like, all right, we got to fix some things. And then the executive producers for Letterman said, change your cameras, do this, turn it this way. And we were like, okay. And then Bobby Kelly was like, you got to tighten up your thing. And we did all those things. And they're like, all right, now we feel good about it. Now we got to go. It took some time. The fact that somebody else noticed it should be making you happy.
No.
Why?
She does not want to be noticed. She's doing a podcast so nobody notices it.
I like you being noticed and me just like walking behind you and not getting introduced to anybody.
It's the same. The comments are all the same. The worst thing they said about you is that you didn't know about Wu-Tang, and then the worst thing they said about me was that I was fat and had a hot wife. Who cares? We already knew that going into it. We almost called the podcast Fat Guy and Hot Wife.
That's so offensive to me because the thing that I do have is knowledge about Wu-Tang.
I know. We can talk about this on our next episode of our podcast that those people seem
My
to
heart
dislike.
rate. I'm checking it.
What? I don't.
It's 112.
Can I just tell you something? Somebody sent that to me that they had made that podcast, and I watched it, and my first thought was, this is going to make my wife upset. But to me, it was the best thing ever. I was like, this is great. I even commented on it. I even went to their thing and said, I agree with your assessment.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking now. Stay out of the comments.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How bad are the comments?
Gio,
Come on, Gio, bring it in.
Let's pretend the comments don't exist.
Gio, just say
There's
it.
nothing good in a comment section ever. Ever.
What are they saying?
Let's see. No, I'm not going to repeat
They
that.
say anything about her roots?
No, nothing about the roots.
Don't talk about it. I have an appointment today.
I know you do. You got to get in there.
This is still better than the Schnitz show. So that's
That's
positive.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Then the what show?
The Schnitz show.
Schnitz.
Todd Schnitt.
Okay, thank you.
Let's see. Yeah, no, I'm not going to read that one.
Oh, you're not going to hurt my
Gio,
feelings.
why is your font so big?
Because I'm half blind.
Gio, I mean, you're not going to hurt my feelings.
I feel like I'm looking at my mom's phone.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff is just like about them and the podcast. The more I'm looking at it.
About us?
No, not
Oh,
like
about
about the people that I guess they're doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Say something about us though. What does it say?
This looks like a poor man's Howard Beth situation here.
What is a Howard Beth? Howard's wife.
Yeah,
Beth?
Howard Stern. Let's see. Someone says something about Big Macs. You guys talking about Big Macs?
No.
This is unwatchable.
That's just stuff popping up from your other searches.
Burger guy.
Man, this is brutal, but her shirt is dope.
Oh, hey, there you go.
Hey.
A compliment for me.
I remember hating Calta and Kelly too. She's a therapist? Question mark. Yes.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
License.
Amanda's awful. Not a fan. Not a fan. Whopper without mayo is pretty darn good. Were you talking about Whoppers?
Oh, I never had one.
Oh, so they're mad that you don't like Whoppers, or you've never had a Whopper.
That was like way in the beginning.
Right. They started with episode 1.
That's a fair criticism, though.
Yeah.
That's fixable.
Right. You can go have one today.
We can
Not have a
today.
Whopper.
Yeah.
I'm not having a Whopper.
They could be part of the podcast.
The day you try the
Whoppers?
Whopper?
Yeah, let's try them.
She's got a cool shirt on. I'll give her that much.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So the shirt is a hit. Everything else,
Which
not
shirt
so.
was I wearing?
Not so much.
I don't know. They went through a couple of episodes. I didn't watch the whole thing. I only watched like 5 minutes of it.
It looks like a brown Wu-Tang shirt, maybe. Or let me see. I see a lot of Joe. Why is Joe on here so much?
Because Joe,
It's like,
the first part, Joe's like, it's on the camera's on
shirt.
him, and Joe's like,
oh,
you're
it's
live.
my sweatshirt.
oh yeah. There's a lot of Joe. I'm scrolling through. It's Joe, more Joe,
Yeah.
empty chair, Joe.
Yep, that's me.
Don't say it like it wasn't you.
No, it was me.
You
I
did put
said
the
it was
camera on an
me.
empty chair.
Yes, I
But
know.
hold on.
I miss Spanish.
Is it Gestalt that had the empty chair for the therapeutic thing where you talk to the empty chair and it's supposed to be like the person that you're wanting to talk to that you can't communicate with?
Is that what you think we were
so
going
that's
for?
kind of what we were doing,
Yeah,
like
that was us.
purposely putting
Yes.
the empty chair
That was
Excellent.
absolutely
That was the
my
therapeutic
intention.
Symbolic.
perspective.
Yep.
This is why people don't like you on the radio.
I think you have to explain it before you do it.
I don't.
Me and
I have to go.
All right, go.
me
Where
and
are
my
you going?
wife. Great title, buddy. Very original.
Yeah. That's what it was. That's what the show is. If you're wondering what it is, it's me and my wife.
This dude married way out of his league.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's original.
What does she know about Wu-Tang Clan?
Everything.
LOL.
Why is that everyone's go-to?
Yeah, she is insufferable. She knows nothing about Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I knew that would make you mad.
Yeah. A
You
lot
got
of
to come out swinging next time.
A lot of
Amanda.
Wu-Tang stuff here. No way she knows Wu-Tang.
Raw, I'm gonna give it to you with no
Fake.
trivia. Raw like cocaine straight from Bolivia. My hip hop will rock and shock the nation like the Emancipation Proclamation.
Yeah, she knows Wu-Tang. There's nothing you could argue
Well,
about there.
the audience seems to think otherwise.
Do you know who Fat Nick is? He's at Rolling Loud this weekend. We don't know either. We were looking
Oh,
through
I
the
thought
list.
you were gonna say
He's in the Wu-Tang Clan.
No.
All right.
No, I know you know the Wu-Tang Clan. There's no. I'm
don't
from
know that.
I'm from 2 zip codes over in 10306 from the Wu-Tang Clan, and I don't know anything about them.
It was a little bit not in your time, I think.
Yeah, but still, what I'm saying is that I am not here to try to perpetuate that I am a fan or know anything about the Wu-Tang Clan. But when it comes to you, you are there 100%.
I'm not a poser.
No, I know you're not.
I'm not.
I know you're not.
Well,
All right, I need to go eat some peanut butter. I'm gonna go.
All right. Enjoy your time. Thank you for being here.
Just peanut butter?
Thank you for bringing this show down like you bring the podcast down later.
shouldn't this be my wife and I? No grammar?
Oh, no, grammar.
Yeah.
Got him.
You
Grammar
gotta-
dig.
Don't worry. Listen to me. Look at me. I know you're going to go right out there while you're eating your peanut butter and you're going to try and what? What do you see? Get on the microphone so we can
Yeah.
hear you, dummy. I can't hear you. You're not on the microphone.
They said we made them not want to get married.
Mission accomplished.
Says more about them, Amanda.